All right, we've got Coach Thomas Hammock joining us this morning. Coach coming off a big win this past week, a huge win, arguably the biggest win in program history over Notre Dame. And as you know, it earned you and your guys Cheez-It National Team of the Week recognition, which is fun if nothing else. I know we've got some Cheez-Its coming your way later today. We've got some white cheddar. Make
I
sure that's
appreciate
included in
that.
there for you. But I just wanted to ask you quickly. I know you got plenty of stuff going on this week, but to have a win like that over Notre Dame, first win for the program over a ranked team since 2015. So first over a ranked non-conference team since 2003. First ever win over a top 5 team, and actually the first MAC team to ever beat a top 5 team. That's a lot of clout. What does a victory like that mean for your program? What does it mean for the conference even to get that kind of win?
Well, first of all, I'm glad I didn't know those statistics before the game, but I think it's a program changing type victory. Our kids were prepared for the moment. They were ready for the moment, and they executed in critical situations. And to beat a program like Notre Dame in that fashion in a hostile environment, gives us great confidence that we can continue to move forward as a program.
What was that trip back to campus like after the win? I'm sure your guys were through the roof.
Oh, the bus ride was phenomenal. They was back there hooting and hollering, having a great time. And then when we got back, we had a police escort. And if you know anything about DeKalb, it's not a big city. So to have a police escort take us to back to the stadium was a tremendous feeling. And then when we got back, there was a big contingent of Husky fans, students, alumni, boosters that greeted us when we got back. So it was just an awesome feeling that that game affected a lot of people in a positive way.
Now, I know you guys have a bye this week, but as you get back into action and get ready for your next opponent, how do you kind of refocus the team on, okay, we had this spectacular win, but there's another opponent, there's plenty more opponents to come.
No, we got to get back to the basics, and that's what I told my coaching staff. We're going to have some training camp style practices this week where we really get after it from a physical standpoint, from a discipline standpoint, from a technique standpoint, and refocus our guys on the things that matter and the things that are important that goes into winning and losing. And for us to have a bye week this week was an excellent time for us to get healthy, but also to get refocused, re-energized on the task at hand.
Now, your post game remarks in the locker room went viral, and for all the right reasons. I know it gave me chills when I saw you talking to your team and seeing how they responded. Did you have a game plan going in, or when you had, how does a coach prepare for a moment like that, addressing the team after a big win?
Well, you got to prepare for all scenarios, right? So when we let that first kickoff return hit the ground, I got my mind prepared for something else because that could have went a bunch of different ways early. But when we were in the fight and in the game and the guys were competing, I was just proud of them, irregardless of the result. But when we did win, obviously the thoughts come to your mind about all the hard work and sacrifice the young men have made. And I wanted it to be a natural, authentic response to them and appreciate them for what they was able to do on that particular day.
How does it make you feel as a coach when you have your guys all kind of rally around you and you've got that celebratory moment in the locker room? It has to make you know that you're really connecting with your team.
No, it's just an unbelievable feeling as a coach, right? You train and you practice and you work, and sometimes you don't get the result that you really want, but when it all comes together in a special moment, it's just an amazing feeling. And I feel for the players and the coaches, right? They put the hard work in as well, and we all in this thing together. And for everybody to have that type of celebration in the locker room was one that I will remember the rest of my life.
Coach, we really appreciate the time. Congratulations to your team again on the win. I know we've got some Cheez-It crackers coming your way that should be there later today. And as mentioned, I know I've mentioned it before, but I know you're a white cheddar guy, so we made sure
I
to
am.
include some white
I
cheddar
am.
in there.
No, I love it. Thank you guys for all your support, and go Huskies.